Interview excerpts with Delano and Amanda Mighty, married for 3 years. Let's get right into it. Mr. and Mrs. Mighty, when and where did you first meet each other?
We met each other at University of Technology, Jamaica, through the University's Colleges Christian Fellowship, UCCF. We were in the same program, but we actually did not have any classes together.
Were there particular things that attracted you to each other?
It was her heart for God and her strong and pointed attitude towards various circumstances. I began to see her as someone who could be an excellent wife and mother, not just as a girlfriend. I mean, the physical came after, and I'm not saying that she's bad looking. As a matter of fact, she is far more beautiful than I truly deserve, but that's because she's beautiful from the inside out.
It was his gentleness and his kind-heartedness and his Christ-likeness. It was and still is a rare commodity even in Christian men. I later became attracted to him physically.
Can you tell us which schools you attended?
Well, I actually started out at St. Jago High.
Woolmer's Trust High School for Girls. We then both attended the UTech together, where we both completed our Bachelor's of Science degree in Chemical Engineering.
Just how important is sexual purity?
It is of paramount importance that persons remain sexually pure before and within the context of marriage. It enables the couple to have a deeper intimacy with each other and with God through their relationship. It is of most importance because your body is God's temple and God does not dwell in a dirty temple.
How did you manage to preserve yourselves for each other?
Very carefully. We committed to boundaries and stuck to them. We didn't push the envelope either. Once we had set a boundary, we stayed with them for over 3 years and we did not change them even after we got engaged.
What advice do you have for upcoming couples?
You know, women should be the ones to set the boundaries, but men are to actually be the ones to enforce them. That's what I would say. Because men are called to lead their families into God's holiness. Also, you should have regular devotions and prayers as a couple because it will go a far way in strengthening your relationship.
I believe men should also set boundaries. It shows a great level of their integrity and their value system. It also shows you the strength or weaknesses of their spiritual life. For example, when Delano and I met, we both said one of our boundaries would be that we would not kiss until our wedding day. That was a standard we as individuals had even before we met each other. Therefore, this made it much easier to stand by.
Tell us, was it worth it waiting for each other?
A resounding yes. In waiting, you take the time to learn about each other from the inside out, just as how God sees us. It allows the relationship to grow in many other ways rather than just, causing you to be enthralled in physical attraction.
You have just listened to an excerpt from Passion and Purity, Book 15, Family Connections interview with Delano and Amanda Mighty. Remember, marriage is honorable.